Welcome back to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries playthrough of Resident Evil 4, a New Game Plus speedrun. In the last part, we completed... Clank. In the last part, we completed the entirety of Chapter 2. In these next two parts, we will do the entirety of Chapter 3, starting with the entrance to the castle. So ideally, you want to leave Ashley behind because you don't really need to have her right next to you until you open the gate.
Assuming that you have her with the invincible armor.
Yeah, so the invincible armor especially is helpful here because there are Ganados that come from behind you in order to contend with you. This part actually took me a couple tries. I was being a little more reckless in the earlier parts because they were easier by, in terms of doing the speedrun, but this one I kind of wanted to do it right.
I miss the ability to do that.
What, like in other games?
Yeah, in other games, like, especially around the PS2 area, there would be specific instances where you would, solve a puzzle, and then that puzzle would, actually just destroy the gate that's in your way.
It does, you know what, I think it's something that doesn't happen frequently enough, where you just blow shit up just by solving a puzzle.
Yeah. You got the golden sword.
Wait here,
so
Ashley.
Going to stab with it?
Don't worry, Ashley. Your suit of armor will protect you from getting grabbed. No, I can't promise that they won't touch you in inappropriate places, but at least they'll fall down after they do. I'm coming. Be right there. And thankfully, Ashley just exited the peril status right before I got back to her.
You seem to have been taking a small amount of damage, Cloud.
That was earlier. I think the last time I got hit, when was the last time I got hit? I can't even remember.
It was before the last time you fired the railgun, I wager.
Yes. I mean, mind you, you can go through... I mean, obviously, if you want to do a speedrun correctly, it's basically a no-hit run, also. You have, with the Ditman glitch, you really have no excuse to get hit, except that you just got unlucky for a second. Thank you for holding the door open, Ashley.
It's times like these that I remember that Unreal Tournament at the time actually had relatively sophisticated AI commands that you could input, and those would most certainly have helped Ashley.
Ashley needs more commands like sit down or bash him with your gauntlets. Tackle him.
Fire-breathing horses.
Wild horses. Da, 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 da.
Keep dragging me away. And I'll lose less when I equip the Ditman way.
Running double time. Da, 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 da. One shot this bastard. Wild horses.
So, are there any enemies that the rail won't actually kill in one shot?
It depends on.
I forget if you kill the Giganto in one shot or not.
It doesn't, because in order to kill Gigantes, you have to destroy the Plaga, but the Plaga does not emerge immediately.
Okay.
A lot of the bosses also cannot get one-shotted. These guys, however...
are losers and get one shot by the railgun.
Losers! Death is for loser. You all died at the same time.
So why is Leon interrupting their satanic rituals again?
Because they don't believe in the power of Ditman.
Oh.
The power of Ditman compels...
Leon, they have the right to their own religious beliefs. You know that?
The power of Ditman compels you.
The power of Ditman cannot solve all of their problems like bankruptcy.
No. They really should hire a consultant about that. Or they should pay Leon protection money so that he'll also take care of their other problems, especially him.
So, if they're paying Leon protection money to, will Leon actually kill himself to get paid?
That is a very good question. Well, no, because if Leon killed himself, then he couldn't get more protection money in later periods.
Ah, I see.
You see, there's a certain economic cycle to the protection money schema. What they really need to do is give Leon all their jewels so he won't have to knock over the rest of the castle. Oh, this light is just goddamn powerful. Seriously, I really appreciate that the flashbang function actually interacts with objects, too.
Look, there's a crank over there.
But we already moved the one crank. Why do we have to move the third crank?
Because we gotta get cranked. Where's Jason Statham? I'm raising up to the climax, and soon we're gonna need something to jumpstart his heart. Shit.
Wasn't that the plot of Crank 2?
Maybe. Yes, it was, actually. I can't remember. If that was the plot of Crank 2, then I would love to have seen what the plot of Crank 1 was.
I think the plot of Crank 1 was almost identical to the plot of Crank 2, except it involved less people.
There should only be one character. It's Jason Statham, who is just going from adrenaline shot to adrenaline shot through the movie.
Well, Jason Statham is awesome.
It's a battle against his own body.
Thank you, Ashley.
Hurry up, Ashley. This is all on you now.
Leon, you don't really make the best of the Star Fox turrets.
What, the Star Fox turrets that I carry around with me?
No. He's doing his best impersonation of a Star Fox turret, but it's not really the same.
For those of you at home who are not sure how I'm turning that fast, that's called quick turning. Whenever Leon brings up his gun, his character model automatically faces the direction that the right joystick is facing in. So if you want a quick turn, all you got to do is hold in either direction all the way, and then hit the R button. And every time you hit the R button, he does a 90-degree quick turn.
Okay.
Very, very useful also for getting around corners. See, he's not dead. Ashley, I wanted to kill him. Why do I bother? Just run. Run, damn it.
I don't remember this part in the classic RE4 playthrough. Huh.
This is more like an exercise in motivated forgetting, because this room sucks.
Oh.
This room really sucks. In any first run playthrough, when you're not using Leon's special costume, this room's a pain in the ass. Especially because of Ashley. But now, we actually ditched Ashley, because off cutscene, she just got caught in a trap. Yes. Sorry to cut you off, Salazar. Oh, whoops, I accidentally included me going back and reloading the file to save some time.
Okay.
Now to the actual Ditman run. Fuck you, Salazar. You know what this means, kids?
No, we do not, Cloud.
Ditman can run again!
Yay!
Yay!
Isn't that what it was? What would be in Resident Evil 2 a liquor behind you?
No, these are not. They're behind me, but they're not lickers.
Oh, okay.
These are Novistadors. I wish I knew what that meant in Spanish, but fuck it. They are just invisibugs.
That's probably what that means, like invisible beast.
Perhaps. a lot of the names that they use, a lot of the Spanish names that they use for the enemies are not perfectly consistent. They're kind of vague. You know, ganado, for example, just means cattle. Colmillos, which is the dog, just means fangs. And garters just means slasher, I think.
This area reminds me a lot of DMC1, actually.
I would not be surprised. We are in a very stone surrounding dungeon type area.
Yeah, just before Dante was gonna fight Nightmare.
Yeah, I screwed up this part a little bit. I'm very timid about instant death failure.
Yeah, instant death pendulums.
This, on the other hand, pleases me, because now I could speed climb up the ladder and even start moving outside the ladder climb cutscene. But I can't open the door. Yeah, I screw up a couple times in this chapter, but I am mostly thankful just to get through this these particular sections.
And because Leon didn't stop their satanic ritual, they ended up spoiling the Lost Plagas after Leon is done, thus ensuring that Resident Evil 5 will continue.
Resident Evil 5 happens whether or not Leon likes it or not. It's because Capcom demanded it, basically. It's such a shame what happened to Resident Evil after this game, honestly.
So, you're of the opinion that Resident Evil 4 is pretty much the perfect blend of survival horror and action, right?
I mean, it's not what it did for the genres. I don't think this game really introduced anything new except maybe the targeting system, or the damage modeling system, rather. Is it damage modeling? It's that the places where you shoot these guys determines what actions they do.
Yeah, that's damage modeling.
Damn it. Okay, so damage modeling was probably the greatest innovation that this game introduced. Otherwise, it's basically a third-person shooter. And there were plenty of third-person shooters by the time this game came out. But it's in terms of... So there's some people will argue that this game is not Resident Evil enough to be the best. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people would say that the original remake on the GameCube was probably the climax of the series. But I've never played the original remake.
Oh, the rail can't shoot through pillars. That's stupid.
No, it cannot. I hate this room. I absolutely hate this room. If it wasn't for the PRL, I'd still have scythe wielders after me. And, it's just... For speedrunning, it's awkward because you gotta strike that balance between attacking and just running away to complete the room. Now, by vengeance! Die!
There, they have been slated.
It is so satisfying to use the PRL because their bodies just flop over, just dead. And it's
the
so
goat
simple.
ornament.
Fuck. Time to use the first aid spray that I conveniently created just a short while ago. Moving on.
So that was the plan to actually take an arrow there?
No, that was because I got unlucky. Because the archers, man. The fucking
True.
archers. In the next part, archers can go fuck themselves.
Well, archers can go fuck themselves in every part.